Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Yesterday, William Kamket gave out a speech that if you listen to it carefully, there is just an insinuation that KANU party might decide to go it alone. I want you to listen to that speech by William Kamket, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion today. And in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. Listen to this speech.
I can tell you for sure that in the next few days, Kenyans will be hearing the news that they have been waiting for. So many Kenyans, they will be hearing the news that they have been waiting for. What does the Senator of Baringo want? And very soon, pretty soon, in the next few days, you'll be hearing that the Senator for Baringo, Mheshimiwa Gideon Moi, will be making a very major announcement that will shake the political landscape of this country. Yeah.
Yes. From that speech, you can see Kamket clearly talking about the alternative leadership. The alternative leadership in this case, I strongly believe, is Gideon Moi. In a nutshell, William Kamket is just trying to imply that maybe Gideon Moi may decide to go it alone all the way to the ballot. That comes out very, very clearly. So in this video right now, I want us to really look at it keenly and see it in clear terms. Is Gideon Moi serious that he wants to go all the way to the ballot, or is this just a scheme to achieve a bigger political agenda or objective? That's our analysis and discussion. Yes. The first point is this. You will largely agree with me that KANU or Gideon Moi cannot function outside the ambits of President Uhuru Kenyatta. So this weighted statement by Gideon Moi, this one Kamket is trying to say, either it has the blessings of the president, or maybe Gideon Moi is also just trying to flex his muscle as also a Kenyan politician. Maybe Gideon Moi in this case feels that they are being overlooked on the war, and they are being overlooked on the ongoing power negotiations. So Gideon Moi also wants to remind the big boys, maybe the president and even Raila Amolo Odinga, that is also there in present. So it might mean deliberately the president is trying to use Gideon Moi to test the waters, or maybe Gideon Moi is just trying to remind the president and Raila Amolo Odinga that is also there. It should not be overlooked. Secondly, from that speech, ladies and gentlemen, you know, when Kamket talks, largely Gideon Moi talks, because Kamket is a very close ally of Gideon Moi. So maybe in this case, Gideon Moi still harbors the nostalgic initial perception and feelings that Uhuru Kenyatta might still endorse him. Because when all these things started, and I've also been maintaining in this YouTube channel, that the one reason OCA was formed was to try and propel a Gideon Moi presidency. Though that flopped because Gideon Moi was proved to be too weak. So maybe Gideon Moi still harbors such nostalgic feelings and initial moments when he was made to believe that he was going to be supported by the president. So he's just trying to remind himself of those nostalgic days, the initial moments when OCA was formed, maybe to propel his candidature or presidency. I think that also comes out very, very clearly. And And then thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, the president in this case again might be using Gideon Moi to pass a message to Oka, or rather to the former NASA principals altogether, that if they cannot agree among themselves, maybe to support Raila Amolo Odinga, then the president can go on and just endorse Gideon Moi. And I'm saying that because of this. I've always maintained in this YouTube channel that Uhuru has no business, from where I sit, supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. The only thing that makes Uhuru now support Raila Amolo Odinga is because Raila Amolo Odinga is the only strongest politician currently in the side of the handshake that can easily beat William Ruto and win the presidency. That's the only thing that is making the president support Raila Amolo Odinga. Otherwise, if any other candidate in this handshake team could beat William Ruto easily, then the president, I strongly believe, could have just supported any amongst them. But now, because that's not possible, and if he does that, then there is also a possibility of Raila and maybe William Ruto ganging up against that team, and that can be very lethal. The president now has no option but just to support the best candidate, the most popular candidate, Raila Amolo Odinga. So, for quite some times now, it's widely believed that the president has been really trying so hard to maybe convince these Oka principals, Kalonzo Mudavadi and Wetangula, to throw their weight behind Raila Amolo Odinga. It's widely speculated. But these people, they're still playing hardball. So the president, in a clever way, is maybe just trying to twist them to support Raila Amolo Odinga by threatening that if they cannot support Raila, then he can just decide as Uhuru to throw his weight behind Gideon Moi. I think that might also be a possibility. Just to twist this Kalonzo, Musalia, Wetangula, to twist them into supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. Because if they can't do that, then the president can just support Gideon Moi. Because naturally, Gideon Moi is Uhuru's preferred heir. Only that Gideon Moi is too weak to win any elective seat. And then fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, Gideon Moi might also be acting on his own volition, even without the president's blessing on this. I know that he might also be working on his own volition. Not that he's trying to defy the president, but he's also just trying to be his own man. And he wants to achieve this by maybe that move. He wants to be invited to the table, to the negotiating table, so that it can be given maybe a position of even the running mate. Because now with no BBI, BBI was creating some positions. And I know that had BBI gone through, then Gideon Moi would have landed one of the top seats in that power arrangement. But now without BBI, we only have the presidency and the vice presidency, or the deputy president. So we only have 2 slots that are currently available. So Gideon Moi is also a leader. And any leader I know must be ambitious. Gideon Moi is trying to up his stake so that he can be considered favorably, maybe as a running mate to Raila Amolo Odinga or to any other candidate that Uhuru might decide to endorse. I believe that's also a possibility as to why now KANU is threatening to make some earth-shaking statements. They're just trying to up their game so that they can be invited to the negotiating table to be considered favorably. And then fifthly, ladies and gentlemen, I also believe that even from that speech of William Kamket, you can hear him talking about alternative leadership that Kenyans have been waiting for. And not only in Mount Kenya, but also in Rift Valley. I think by that move, most accurate accurately or probably, Gideon Moi is trying to mobilize his support base in Rift Valley among the Kalenjin community, the Kamatusa, as Kamket puts it. I think that's also a strategy by the president and Raila Amolo Odinga to at least get some few votes from the larger Rift Valley, or rather from the Kalenjin-dominated Rift Valley or the Kamatusa as a whole. And that's also a genius move. And from where I sit, that move could only be initiated by none other. The only person I believe can initiate that move is maybe Raila Amolo Odinga, because all along that's the brand of politics Raila has been using. Raila always builds kingpins. Then these kingpins always propels themselves as maybe alternative presidential candidates. Then eventually they all just come together to endorse one candidate. So in this case, I believe maybe Raila might also have sent or initiated that move by Gideon Moi also coming out to endorse his candidature for the presidency. And as of now, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's still too early for Gideon Moi to be seen as having thrown in the towel. You know, in Kenya, our politics is decided just about 3 months to the general election. So assuming Gideon Moi is seen today as having thrown in the towel, then it simply means the duo of Uhuru and Raila might not get some good votes among the Kalenjin Rift Valley. So Gideon Moi must be made to announce his candidature. He must be made to announce his candidature. So maybe he can attract some few Kalenjin votes. And we know, ladies and gentlemen, that any vote counts. I think that's also a possibility in this case. So just as I did mention when we were starting, if you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. And to those watching us outside of Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. And to our continued fans, thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.